Tonight, we make everyone 100 years old with the Face app. Plus, Porsha and Kenya hang out. It's Bravo, bitch.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
We're starting off with the shimmy. Shimmy it up, shimmy it up, shimmy it up. It's
Shake
Wednesday.
It's hump day.
It's hump day. It's Bravo, bitch. It's Bravo, my favorite day of the week. It's Wednesday, Bravo Day. Welcome to It's Bravo, bitch with Hollywood Leon. I'm your host, Hollywood Leon. And I'm here with Shanti Christina.
What is up, you guys? How's it going?
It's good. It's good. My favorite partner in crime when it comes to breaking down the Bravo juicy gossip. We have a lot to talk about tonight.
I know. I can't wait.
We're doing the Face Up Challenge, but before we get into that, I just want to talk about this strictly. Has this been all over your timeline and all over your Instagram? Everyone turning 1,000 years old?
Yes. I just did it right before I came here, and I don't need to see more wrinkles. No, thank you. I'm good.
I literally was just telling everyone, why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we scaring ourselves? I had to post something on Facebook saying, stop doing this. I'm scared. It's too many wrinkles. It's too much. It's too much. I don't want to do it.
It's too real. It looks so real. That's the scariest part of the whole
Technically, it's not really real because we're not going to allow that to happen.
No, we have Botox here.
Exactly.
Yeah, we do.
Dysport, Botox, whatever we need to do to freeze it up. You know what I mean? If you're going to inject some botulism into my forehead, whatever it's going to stop from getting those wrinkles, oh, please.
Yeah. Botulism.
Poison, whatever you want to put into my forehead.
Botox.
As long as it just doesn't turn into like a wrinkled mat. That was bad. Oh my God. I look just like my dad. We don't have a photo for you guys, but we do have lots of photos of the housewives that we are going to show you. We're going to talk about Southern Charmed. Craig's pillow business is booming. It's sold out within an hour. We're going to talk about that. We have some Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion secrets for you guys. Some photos for you guys. How did you feel about the reunion, Beverly Hills?
It was enjoyable. I liked it. You didn't seem to like it. I mean, I liked all their outfits.
The outfits were bright. It started off really crazy with Andy just, dragging Lisa Vanderpump, letting him know who was the real boss.
I didn't hate it. You didn't like it? What didn't you like about it?
We're going to really dive into it.
Okay,
I just wanted some general notes. Real Housewives of Atlanta is on my radar because Kenya Moore is back. She has her peach back. She's hanging out with Porsha. All is right in the world. They're hanging out with their babies out. So it's going to be a good show. We have some news, some tweets. Make sure to really stick in and stay till the end because we have a lot to talk about.
Can't wait. Let's get started.
Let's tune in. Let's get started with the Face app. First, we have New Jersey up for... Oh, my God. I'm scared already. Thank you to New Jersey Obsessed, the Instagram account, for this picture. We start off at the top with Melissa Gorga, Teresa, Dolores, Margaret, Jennifer, and Jennifer, the two Jennifers, right?
Yeah, these aren't even that bad, though.
Oh, okay, zoom in a little bit.
Like, I've seen men with the Face app, and it ages them, 40 years.
Oh, what about Jackie on the right? She is really, really... look at her neck. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
And Melissa looks like she's tanned for about 200 years.
I mean, I'd like to look like... I would still look like Melissa. I don't know. That's not that bad to me. I'll take that. I'm good.
This is the Face App New Jersey style. New Jersey is coming up in a couple months. We're waiting for a trailer. All I know is Daniel Staub is on the outs. I'm happy about it. I'm glad that Melissa and Teresa are back together. I really want to see this season play out. It's going to be good. For now, let's move on to the next thing. Ramona Singer. Face app style. Oh my God!
That's scary.
Oh, we had to give it to Ramona because Bravo TV did a nice little pilgrimage to her. I don't know, maybe because it was her best behavior last night on Watch What Happens Live, but they posted this photo of her and they said, we tried to do the face app on Ramona and just didn't work. And then I scrolled down in the comments and I found this photo.
Oh, okay. She's giving me dinosaur vibes. I don't know.
Somebody was like, oh, it worked for me. I was laughing
Shady.
so hard. Did you watch Watch What Happens Live last night with Ramona?
I did not.
Ramona was on there acting a little crazy.
How was she?
Being Ramona.
Yeah.
Saying Luann can't sing, which she can't.
She really cannot. She cannot. That is the truth. Ramona, you're right.
She was still sticking by her guns, saying that Kingston is a poor town and that it's 15 years ahead. So Luann's ahead. We're just not going to go there for about 15 years. It's not in right now.
Right.
Let's move on to the next face-up photo. We're making everyone 1,000 years old if you just tuned in. This is Beverly Hills. And you know what? This is a very accurate representation because I feel like we've been on this Puppygate Lisa Vanderpump ride for about 84 years now. So this is how old I feel. Let's start with Lisa Rinna at the top.
Oh my God, what happened to her lips?
Oh my God, the neck is what really gives it away. Like, we really need to start injecting our necks with Botox.
Dorit still doesn't have a wrinkle.
Well, because she's doing preventative stuff. Look at that forehead. It still looks good.
I don't know what she's doing, but I need her doctor.
The neck is still bad, though. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This
What's up with underneath Teddy's eyes? Like, what is happening?
It's too much highlighter.
Okay.
She's using the Kylie.
Denise Richards actually looks like that is what she would look like. Don't you think?
I feel like she's starting to look like that already. She's looking a little rough. She hasn't glammed up fully yet. You know, it's the first year on Housewives. You know, the first season, you're just like, not that glam.
And you look back, and then every first year, there people have a glow up after that.
Exactly. Even Teddy this season was on there, and Andy was like, you look amazing because last year you did it. And she was like, what? I didn't think I looked that bad last season. And you did. You really stepped it up. Even though you didn't step up your game, you were lying everywhere. You couldn't get your accountability in check. I'll talk about that in a second.
Okay.
Let's just wrap up this Beverly Hills and move on to the OC of the OG. Vicky, oh my God, look at that face on the left. This is bad. Are we shady for this? I found these all on the internet. I didn't make these.
A little bit.
Tamra Judge posted this one.
You can't even tell. She looks the same. I don't see a difference.
You're so wrong. They do not look like this.
Tamra does. I don't see a damn wrinkle on Tamra's face.
Honestly, like they are
am I blind?
They're not spring chickens, but they don't look like this. They look amazing, Shanti.
Okay, moving on.
Look at Shannon Bedore at the bottom there. Oh man, it's just not looking rough for her.
This is like what they're gonna look like in a couple years with all the work that they do.
Honestly, like there's a fine line. Like, you can inject yourself a little bit, get a little tune-up, get a little refresher. But then after a while, if you really start poking at your face, you look bad.
Yeah, you really do. And it actually ages you is what it does.
It does. It makes you look plasticky. It makes you look like you have a sweaty filter on 24/7. And everything is ultra smooth. Like, it looks like you're Facetune 24/7.
Well, I would love that. So that's not a bad thing to me. But like when women start to get like pointy, like they get like their features start to get pointy and they start to look like kind of like an alien.
The cheekbones go up.
Yeah. And those are pointy.
Oh no.
Just get Dorit's doctor. He seems to know what he's doing.
I guess so. We're going to really talk about Dorit. We have some fashion photos for you guys with Dorit, but I believe we have one more face-up photo for you guys. We wanted to throw a gentleman in the mix. I'm not sure he's really a gentleman, but he is a man. Let's throw him in there. Can we get Shep, please? His face-up. There he is. What do you think about Shep?
In general or in this picture?
Let's start with the photo. It really does like that.
Yeah.
It really looks like that is what he's going to look like when he's around 50, 60 years old.
100%.
Which is not that far away because, boo, you in your 40s now. And then what do you think of him in general? Would you do him?
No. He has like a beer belly. He's like not that attractive and he's just too cocky and he lays around and doesn't seem to really do that much and then kind of judges everyone else for it.
And all of those things considered, like, it just flies at him 24/7.
Right.
And the panties just drop.
Yeah. I don't understand that.
I don't think he's attractive either.
See, you know what? I think he's cool. Like, I want to be friends with him.
I don't. He's not really that good of a friend.
I don't know. I think he's like a drinking buddy. I'm just not attracted to him.
Okay, drinking buddies are drinking buddies, but that's what they're called, buddies. Like, buddy is not really like a friend word. Buddy is like like a buddy.
A party buddy, whatever you want to call it.
Like an F buddy.
No, I don't want to have sex with him. How many times do I have to say?
No, that's fine. No one knows.
Austin is my jam.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That plain bagel?
I like a plain bagel with some cream cheese.
Plain cream cheese, because he's not even onion bagel.
I don't know. My friends went to Charleston and ran into all these guys, and they said Austin was the nicest.
Really?
They said Shep was the rudest.
Well, Shep seems like he would be the rudest because he thinks he's like the Jax of the group. But I met Craig, and Craig is super nice. Obviously, we've talked about this.
Yes, you sat on his lap in a restaurant.
Yes. Let's move on to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. Okay, let's really get into this because Shanti was asking me what I didn't like about it. Here's the thing. I just feel like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills has been lagging. We've been on this boat ride forever, which is fine. We're here at the dock and we're ready to wrap it up. But here's what I don't like. Andy just came in hot right off the gate, which is fine. That's his job. But I feel like there's no more neutrality anymore. I'm making up words. Is that a word? I usually make them up.
It sounds right. Right.
Neutral, and he's just not neutral anymore. There's no neutrality.
But I like that. I'm over Lisa Vanderpump shit. Okay?
A lot of people are.
She didn't show up. Now she has to pay the price of her consequences.
Yes, and he showed it. You know, I've done this before. Adrian didn't show up, and I had to fire her. This time, Lisa didn't show up, but she told a reporter she wasn't going to show up the day before. Andy was like, that was her ticket out. So he was basically saying because she told a reporter, I'm not coming in tomorrow. He was like, that was the last straw for me. He just seemed like he was in a bad mood. He seemed like I don't know. It's like we'll get into Real Housewives of New York as well because I feel like he's doing the same thing with New York as well. It's always like the Bethany show for like the first. There's 3 episodes obviously, but the first episode is like always the Bethany show. This one was about proving a point that Lisa Vanderpump did not meet her obligation, which is fine. She didn't. She's a punk for that. But I just feel like it was all to build up Kyle as the new leader, when in reality you're just a leader by default. If you would own it and be like, you know what, she's not here, I'm the leader now. If she would show up and battle me, then it'd be different. But instead she was like, oh, stop, you guys are so nice for saying that I'm the leader. Well, I guess I'll take the crown. I don't know.
Why does there have to be a leader?
There's always a leader. You know, there's an OG of the OC. Nini's the leader of the ATL. There's always the queen of every franchise.
But usually it's the person that's been there the longest on the franchise.
Well,
you know what I mean?
I know, but so you're saying Kyle is just the leader out of default? It's got to be for action as well, though. Someone's got to ring everybody in.
I guess, but she kind of does. She does do that.
Erica agrees. Erica said she does.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not really concerned about the leader or not leader. I kind of like seeing Andy get a little, have a little opinion about it instead of just saying neutral. It makes it a little bit more interesting.
Well, he was definitely not feeling Teddy because I feel like he was definitely trying to prove that she was definitely unaccountable and definitely lying. And he was like, I just don't understand why he didn't speak to Lisa. All of that was kind of mind-boggling as well. How did you come up with this whole narrative without ever speaking to Lisa Vanderpump about it?
I know. The whole Teddy thing, even though we've talked about Doggate forever and ever and ever, it still kind of confuses me, like a little bit.
Well, Judge Judy always says if it doesn't make sense, it's because it's not true.
Okay. I don't know. It was just weird how Teddy was involved from the very beginning and was going to basically bring Dorit down. And then all of a sudden she's like, actually, I don't want to do this. Like, it makes her look bad, It
does. And I don't think we should trust her.
And I'm still confused of exactly what happened because there's so many different stories.
There is so many different stories. I don't know. I just feel like Andy came in hot, and it wasn't just what I expected. I don't know. I feel like the ladies should really unravel themselves, and I feel like he's set the bar up high, and I didn't know like where to go from there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And how do you feel about Camille?
I feel like Camille at the same time as well. It provided lots of entertainment, but it's all confusing. Like, I don't know what you're fighting with everybody about. You're trying to act like everybody attacked you, when in reality, the last couple episodes that we've seen, you've been attacking everybody.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I get the exposure of Dorit's finances, but there's a couple different lawsuits happening.
I need to know more about the Dorit finance thing.
There's a couple different lawsuits. There's one happening particularly to Beverly Beach. And then there's one happening that happened before even Dorit had a life with PK. This is all PK's business doings. Between that, somewhere in the mix, their bank accounts were frozen. So now all the Camille fans are saying, you know what? this is all because of Camille. Camille brought this out in the air, and now there's lots of scrutiny on it. But in reality, she's been having these legal battles forever.
Right.
So it just really doesn't make sense. I don't know what Camille's doing.
And also, why would Camille bring that up if it wasn't true? She would never bring that up unless a source close to her had told her.
Well, Camille's trying to bring everything up because she wants a diamond back. She wants to be on the show again.
I know, and here's the thing is I hated Camille first season, much like everyone else did. And then when she came back, I loved her. I warmed up to her. I felt for her. And then I was happy when they brought her back again recently, but she's just been so weird stirring up the drama, and she kind of goes back and forth. She obviously plays kind of both sides, and I just don't know how to feel about her character. It confuses me.
Everyone is looking confused and looking like, what are you doing? And the only person that's actually vocalizing an opinion is Denise Richards, and she's being like the most real about it. She's the one that's going, what is wrong? What is she on? Like, what is her damage? Like, why are you so angry? And she's telling her to shut up, and she's dismissing her. So I don't know. I feel like the only kind of reality we're getting, we're being dismissed by Camille. So I don't think Camille's given us reality. I think she's given us a facade. Don't get me wrong, it's an entertaining facade. She's telling everybody to shut up, and she's trying to expose people, but I don't know. There has to be...
And they always need someone that brings the drama, so I feel like they're going to bring her back again, right? Because if they don't have Lisa to do the drama,
I guess
they need Brandy back.
Brandy makes more sense, even though Brandy does start fights out of nowhere. Like, she slapped Eileen just based off the fact that she was drunk and wanted to, like, have a soap opera moment. Like, no, you don't, that's wrong. Like, if you were to slap me because you were drunk and you were like, you're a soap opera actor, and I wanted to have a moment, like, we would be fighting.
She also slapped Vanderpump, too.
Yeah. But it was under a different circumstance. But it's still, nonetheless, you don't put your hands on people. It was just different. It was different.
I know, but Brandy's crazy. And when Brandy got kicked off Housewives, I was glad. I was like, bye, I don't miss you. But now I want her back. You know?
I want Brandy back too. I just don't like when she gets too ugly. Sometimes she gets really, really ugly, and I don't like that. She definitely
hits below the belt constantly.
She's like a Kelly Dodd. They're just fiery. They put it all on the line. They get ugly. They get emotional. They give it to us all. And that's what we like as performers. We like everyone to leave it on the stage. And that's what some of the ladies aren't doing these days. They're not leaving it on the stage. So at least Camille is going crazy and shedding her skin and showing that she's just a crazy biatch. It's true. She's crazy. I'm sure her husband is looking at everyone going, how come no one warned me? Like, she's been acting so normal, and now that we're married, she's been acting crazy.
Well, I think a lot of the time she says stuff and she doesn't realize the impact of it, or she doesn't realize what's going to happen after it. It's almost like it's not that I feel bad for her, but it's almost like she doesn't know what she's doing. Because when people confront her, she kind of backtracks and she's like, oh yeah, you're right. So it's almost like she's unaware of the consequences of what she's saying.
I kind of agree with you, only because I saw reports that Camille had been very heavily edited during this reunion. And what we saw is actually just like the most PC, only because she was saying things that didn't even make sense, that were very controversial. Stuff like, and I quote, "Oh, I'm sorry that I'm a white woman." And then the girls were like, "What are you saying? Like, do you know what you're saying?" It just didn't really make sense. And I think they edited it out only because they couldn't really edit it into a certain narrative. Mm-hmm. When you're saying all sorts of random things, I can't piece you together into some sort of like specific character other than you just being all over the place. I feel like that's what we're getting. She's just...
But don't you think that they'd want to showcase those moments just for more drama?
I would think, but they didn't. And it came out in a report that that's what she had said. Something crazy along the lines of like, I'm sorry that I'm a white woman. And it's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
It's weird. Hello, Felicia in the live chat. She says the reunion was a snooze fest. It was all to expose the dethrone of LVP. Yeah, it's definitely evident. LVP is not on the show. She's definitely not coming back. She's definitely off the show. And Kyle is the new leader.
Can I ask a question about LVP's fate with Bravo? She obviously still has Vanderpump Rules. Does she just say goodbye to Beverly Hills and she's just still completely immersed in that show because it's her show, or like does Bravo give her a slap on the wrist, or how does that work behind the scenes?
I really think that right now she's not really speaking to anybody that has to do with Bravo, or at least in the timeline that we're seeing on television. Only because I know from my sources that Vanderpump Rules is currently filming right now. And
she was at the wedding.
They just filmed the wedding. They were filming a couple episodes right before the wedding as well, because they had been filming for weeks, because I had been speaking to someone that was going to meet with Tom, and we did meet with him. So they had been filming forever. So I know that the season of Vanderpump Rules is going to happen. As far as Lisa Vanderpump, I don't know what her relationship is. I really do feel like right now she's on the outs. I don't feel like her and Andy have a good relationship. I'm sure he's very disappointed that she didn't come to the reunion. It's one thing to like skip out on filming, but to not come to the reunion, that is a whole different thing.
Piece.
It's literally like your last...
Yeah, but they can't take that out. They can't take her out of Vanderpump Rules. Those are her restaurants, and essentially the show is based around her.
Well, yeah, I'm saying this season is going to happen already, only because it's already been in production and it has been seasoned. But as far as for next season, they're not going to want to renew her contract.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
I feel like we're going to get one more season of Vanderpump Rules, and I feel like that's going to be it as well. Because Vanderpump Rules is dwindling down as well. Hello, Jax is 45, and he's getting married.
What? Dwindling down? Excuse me?
And there's reports that they're, like, trying to have a baby.
Jax and Brittany?
Yeah.
They got married.
They were trying to report that they were already expecting their first child, but it was all clickbait. It was all, like... It came down to, they're actively trying to have their first child.
Okay.
I get it. It's the only way that we're going to get the show to keep going, because I'm kind of over Vanderpump Rules, aren't you?
No, I'm not. But I want to see a new format. Like I said last time I was on this show, I want to see them in their rich houses.
I'm over Katie. If James isn't on, it's going to be boring.
I love James.
Lala is sober. I don't know what's been going on with her. Can we get Randall on the show so we can see that trauma?
Yeah, that's what we need to see.
I'm over Jax pretending that he's reformed. Brittany has sold her soul and is not the Kentucky girl we once knew. So yeah, I'm kind of over Vanderpump Rules.
Okay, wow. I
Don't
get
at me. Let me know in the comments what you think. Hi, Floyd Dean. The unshown footage of Camille shows up to be a racist. Yeah, honestly, I do feel like that's what they were alluding to in the article. There's just some things that she said that were crazy. If you're in the live chat, I see you guys comment and let you know, hi, I'm here, because I see you guys that are watching and you're not commenting. So let me know that you're in the live chat. Say hi. We're here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. I have some announcements coming up at the end of the show, so make sure to tune in. We only have about 14 minutes left. Let's get into some photos I have of the reunion. Judy from Arkansas asked Dorit, Judy from Arkansas wants to know, with your gigantic implants, how does that affect your mammograms? Were you laughing at that comment? It was freaking hysterical.
I know, that was hysterical. But don't they all have fake tits? I mean, seriously. They all do, right?
They all do. Rena has fake boobs.
Yeah, I know.
Dorit does. I'm pretty sure Kyle does. I know Erica Jane does.
They all do. They're all fake titties.
Yeah, so we're going to the reunion. Let's pull up the photo of Dorit with the hair clips, because I want to know what you think about this look. Obviously, she looks good. She looks like a bag of clips. That's why we put this photo up of the bag of clips.
Did you put this photo together? Or did you find it?
I found it on the internet. The credit to the artist is on the bottom left. If I could read it, I would read it to you guys. But
okay,
you gotta work on your fonts.
Dorit always comes with the style. I love what she does. She always does the hair clips, but this is just too many hair clips.
She looks like a disco ball.
I don't like it.
I do like the look, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's hot. I think it's fresh.
I mean, she looks good because she always looks good, but for me, less is more with this look. And I could just, I don't like all of the clips and the scrunchie and the pink hair and the high ponytail. That is too much. I don't like
the scrunchie. I could do with everything else, though. I could do the earrings. I could do the suit. I could do the clips. The black scrunchie is like, you forgot to take it off because we were, you know what I mean? Like,
we were getting ready.
We'll put this on to hold your hair up.
Right.
Okay, we're done. We should have taken it off. So that was weird.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next photo. This is Dorit at Watch What Happens Live. You know, the only reason I brought up this photo is because she's showing the boobs off in this photo. They're like really out. The entire time she was on Watch What Happens Live, I was staring at her cleavage the entire time.
She is so
That's
hot.
why Judy from Arkansas wants to know how your gigantic implants affect your mammograms.
Interested in that because she might want some big implants. I think Dorit is the hottest Beverly Hills housewife. Like, I want her body. I don't know what she does.
She's beautiful.
She looks so good.
She's beautiful, and that's really why Camille doesn't like her. You know that's what it is.
Oh, yeah.
Camille's like, you are the phoniest person in the world.
And then
but
she
it's
sees
not
her and she's
true.
like, hey, how are
she's
you?
just beautiful. So she's like, I cannot have you being the most beautiful.
Yeah.
If I could do this to Erica Jane, I would, but I can't.
Like, when have we ever seen a bad side of Dorit? Besides, like, we haven't really. She got into it with Teddy last season a little bit. But
all right, let's not go too far on the Dorit train because she does have a fake accent. She does have a fake accent.
But that doesn't make her a bad person.
She's from Connecticut. No, she's not a bad person. I'm not saying she's a bad person. Yeah. But there is some phoniness there. Like, Camille does have a point. She does have a fake accent. You know what I mean? The one thing that I didn't get, Camille was like, I didn't sit around buying fancy clothes and eating bonbons. Yes, you did. You didn't have a job. What are you talking about?
That was confusing to me.
Why are you going off on Denise? We love Denise.
And Denise has been like an like a very successful Hollywood actress.
Very successful.
So
I almost did a montage of my favorite films of Denise. Let's move on to the next photo. It has to do with Denise.
Drop Dead Gorgeous.
Oh, this actually has to do with Teddy being the worst because as I was watching this, I feel like everyone's over Teddy on Twitter, on Facebook, on the blogs. And you know what? During the reunion, Andy was just letting us know, I'm not liking you. So I feel like LVP lovers and LVP haters, they came together on Twitter to agree that Teddy is the worst. We are done with you, Teddy, especially this season. It's just been too much. Really feel. Yeah, you know what? Like Kyle said it best at the top of the reunion show. You just don't do that to someone. You don't do that to a friend.
I like Teddy. I don't hate her as much as you do, but I want her to be over like the accountability, like always having an opinion of everything. I just kind of want her to loosen up and be fun and cool instead of always having her accountability opinion over everything.
Like, this is why, like, if people know my history, they know, like, why Luann was my favorite housewife forever. Because she was the one that would party, get drunk, get caught cheating. You know what I mean? Like, always be trying to avoid the truth, which is what she really is, just like a party girl. And I like that aspect. I like when they have fun. I like when Sonia gets drunk and falls everywhere.
Me too.
The Mexico trip is one of my favorite highlights of Real Housewives ever. So that's why I'm just saying, Teddy, loosen up a little bit.
Okay, I agree.
But you know what? Loosen up in a good way. I don't want you to get drunk like you did in freaking France.
Oh, I do.
And start crying and start accusing Erica of things like, oh, girl, we know you're terrified of Erica. Erica should have ripped you a new one, but she didn't. Let's move on to the next photo because it has to do with that gorgeous husband of Denise. Did you pause the TV when this photo came up? Look at this photo of Aaron. Oh my God.
Like, why? What? I feel like I'm not supposed to be looking at this. You know what I mean? Like, his legs are kind of open and it's like...
And the Empire State Building is clearly visible. That is the tallest building in the world. Oh my God.
It's the thickest too.
It's so big.
Yeah.
If you're listening to us on iTunes, give us a 5-star rating now because you can't see what we're seeing. We're looking at photos of Denise Richards' husband laying in bed. So that's why I appreciate you guys listening to us. Give us a 5-star rating, but make sure to hop on YouTube, see what we look like.
Yeah. I got to put a face to our name.
Yeah, Shanti's wearing a bright yellow shirt.
What is wrong with my bright yellow shirt?
Nothing. You're just giving us AfterBuzz.
I match the microphone. It's fine. I like blend into the wall.
Give us that honey, bee. Okay, so Aaron, what do we think? Yes or no? I asked you about...
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
All right, yeah, he's beautiful. We don't even have to go there
and he
with
seems
him.
very chill. He seems very chill and low maintenance, which I like in a man.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about some men that aren't very low maintenance. We're going to go back up to topic 2, J-Lo. Let's talk about Craig Conover. He released his own pillow line. I know it's not news, but you know what is news? It's actually out in stores, and it got sold out within 1 hour. It's called Swanky Southern. Okay,
but how many did he produce? Did he produce like 200 pillows? Like, we sold out! Oh my God.
Guys,
Probably.
I made 200 pillows. They all went in an hour because I made 200 pillows and there was 400 people there.
I'm sorry. Like, who the hell bought pillows? And, like, why is he still in this pillow
Women
business?
by the age of 45 to 60 living in the surrounding states of Charleston that love Craig Conover.
And where can you buy these? Just on, like, his website or something? Not that I'm going to go look, but I'm just wondering.
Well, here's the thing with Craig. He has launched his own little Swanky Southern is an awesome store, and we sold out in a little over an hour. So that's where he sold the pillows, is Swanky Southern.
That's what the
This was in Camden, which is right outside of Charleston, and you can get them all on Patricia's site called Patricia's Closet.
Of course.
So
Patricia has something to do with
I
it.
like this. She's smart. She's like, you know what? If you're gonna finally get your shit together, I'm gonna have a hand in that pot.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, well, I don't really have much to say. I'm glad that he found his passion in life.
Before we move on to news and gossip,
Yes.
and actually before we move on to Real Housewives of Atlanta, because Kenya Moore's back, what do you think about Ashley looking like a pilgrim and coming back to Southern Charmed?
It was enjoyable to watch.
She's so skinny.
She's anorexic. And I wouldn't say that if I... Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe that was... Damn it, can I take that back?
Take it back, it's fine.
I'm taking it back, but...
We could just say she looks like a skinny pilgrim.
But yeah, she looks like a skinny pilgrim. Do you think that they're going to bring her back for the reunion for more, or that
If
was
she's
it?
even there, she's like evaporating before our eyes. Guys, look at the photos of Ashley when she first started. Like, dating this man has really taken a toll. She looks awful.
But they're not dating anymore, right now?
I don't know what's happening.
I know, but-
I think he's just trying to get stopped from going to prison.
See, the thing is that with Thomas off a show, it's a little bit less dramatic. Like, I
Yeah.
kind of miss him on the show, even though I know that he's a terrible, like,
He is a
rapist.
POS and a huge douche, but for some reason, him and like JD talking about being douchebags, for some reason, it's
was interesting.
It was.
Yeah, and especially because he was getting, like, 21-year-old girls, and he was, like, 55.
What do you think about Catherine's Gothic style? We have a photo of Catherine's Gothic style. What do we think? This is from her Instagram in the last 24 hours. Do we like this?
No.
She looks like Twilight.
For the listeners that can't see, she has a red bob that's, like, curly, and a trench coat, and then underneath the trench coat, short shorts and heels.
With a textured white top.
Like a turtleneck top.
with
It just
blue
doesn't make any sense.
leather patent shoes.
Yeah, I can't even see that it's blue, but it just doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so maybe the outfit isn't good. I was thinking that she looks like okay for like, I don't know, like Halloween in North Carolina.
What? It's July. It's July.
This is my Halloween chic look, Southern Charmed. Like we're going trick or treating after this.
I don't know. I'm kind of over her.
She's giving me hocus pocus.
Yeah, exactly.
She's been acting weird. I don't know. I feel like she's on prescription pills.
Well, did you hear that she just got tested and she didn't pass? Because
Yeah,
she was on
I heard about that.
amphetamines and...
But then I also
muscle
heard
relaxer.
that everything came out with the courts and that her psychiatrist actually testified for her and testified with amazing progress for her. So I guess it's really up in the air.
Okay, well, we'll have to see. She just seems like she needs so much help.
But the reunion is not that far away. We're almost done with Southern Charmed. Can you believe
What?
that? We're almost on episode 10.
Nothing's happened.
I know. This is what I'm telling. This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like everyone needs to step it up. Real Housewives of Potomac is the only one bringing it on right now. People are fighting with knives. We're exposing people's husbands. They're like really prosecuting people for touching each other over here. Vanderpump Rules. Everyone has slept with each other. No one's going to jail over there.
You know who consistently brings drama season after season?
Real Housewives of New York City.
Below Deck.
Oh, Below Deck is so good.
So good.
But
Thank you, Below Deck.
Now, are you watching Below Deck Med?
Of course, I meant both Below Decks. I mean it all. I like them both.
Well, let's get into some Real Housewives of Atlanta. Porsha and Kenya are hanging out with their babies out. Kenya Moore is back. She has snatched her peached up. She was hungry for a snack, so she took a peach from the tree. She is back. Phaedra, take some notes. Here's a photo of the two queens of Atlanta hanging out, Porsha Williams and Kenya Moore with their babies. Each baby has their own Instagram account.
Oh, God.
PJ, Williams, and I don't know Kenya's baby's name. Let's just say the Daily baby. But
Porsha looks different. Maybe because she just had a baby. I don't know.
Yeah, she looks like a mom. She's been hanging out at home for a couple months and learning how to be a mom.
Look at her baby. Look at all the rolls.
Both babies look so freaking cute. Both babies are totally chubby leg. I want to eat those little thighs. How cute are those babies?
Wait, did you say that Kenya is coming back to Atlanta?
Kenya Moore has snatched her peach back.
Are you serious?
She is coming back to Atlanta.
So are they going to film with her husband then or not?
Oh, I hope so, because this is what we've been waiting for. Kenya, don't let us down.
But
we don't want any fake storylines, Kenya. We want Mark on the show and a lot more of that cute baby. And we like that you and Porsha are hanging out. Love is love. Love is love.
I'm excited to see it.
We hope we're going to get your husband. Chandra Christina has a good point. We cannot do this without your husband. Let's move on to news and gossip. Yes, it is Emmy season here in Los Angeles, California, and Top Chef Bravo has snagged their 13th Emmy nomination.
Wow.
Hopefully they will win this time. Come on, Emmys. I understand that Top Chef is a great program, outstanding competition program to be exact. It's nominated for an Emmy, but can we get some Emmy nominations for the editors of Real Housewives? Because that's where the talent really lies.
Absolutely.
I mean, making these storylines come to life, bringing these narratives, or can we just get some Emmy nominations for the Real Housewives in general?
Yeah, they deserve it.
These ladies are bringing hot television to us. I think we need it.
I agree. I don't care about the food making show at all. It's the one thing on Bravo I do not watch.
Well, I will be covering Top Chef because I am a foodie. Clearly, I like food. So make sure to tune into It's Bravo Bitch every Wednesday because we are going to be breaking down all your favorite Bravo shows. Below Deck, Top Chef, Southern Charmed, all the best Housewives show, whatever's hot. So if Flipping X's is good, then I might watch it and I might break it down on here, but it's got to be good. You know what I mean? Announcement for next week. If you're watching, I'm going to have a special guest call in. Lori Cooper from Real Housewives of New York City. Let's pull up her photo. There she is with Andy Cohen from Watch What Happens Live. This lady is iconic. She is legendary. She was on one episode of Real Housewives of New York City this season, and she literally blew up Twitter. She was trending. There was photos of her everywhere. It was great. I can't wait to have her on the show and just ask her some questions about the ladies. I want to know what she thinks of this Dorinda and Luann squabble. Supposedly, they squashed it up pretty early in the reunion.
Yeah.
If I was Andy, I'd be like, don't hug yet. We still have a lot to talk about.
You're right.
You're going to get mad when we bring up the fish room.
I can't wait for that.
Yes, it was really, really good. What did you think about the reunion? Other than it being the Bethany show.
You're going to have to remind me of some key points. I can't even remember. That was so long ago.
Well,
Last Wednesday?
Bethany is talking about Dennis and
I felt for her, of course.
It was sad, but I'm ready to move on from Dennis.
Yes.
I feel like Luann was in the hot seat and Bethany covered for her. They were like, how did Dennis help you? How did he help you?
I noticed that.
And I felt like she was drowning and didn't know what to say. And Bethany was like, well, he helped her financially and he helped her with advice or something like that. It was weird.
But what did he help her with, really?
I don't know.
Did he give her drugs? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, calm down, Ramona.
Shanti What are you doing coke in the bathroom? Sorry.
Where can we find you?
You guys can find me on Instagram at Shanti_Christina or Twitter at Shanti Christina.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
I love having you on It's Bravo, Bitch.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I want to be on here every week with you.
Come on down. The gossip is going to be good. We're going to have Lori come on. I'm really working in some guests for you guys, so make sure to just hang in there with us. Tell your friends if they watch Bravo, they should be watching It's Bravo, Bitch with Hollywood Leanne, because we're talking about all your favorite Bravo shows. This is our Bravo favorite day of the week. I'm your host, Hollywood Leanne. You can find me every Wednesday. You can find me on all the things, Instagram. Do me a favor. If you're still watching right now, go on to Twitter. Bravo, Watch What Happens Live has just released a little tweet saying, who do you want to see as a bartender on Watch What Happens Live? I would love to be a bartender. Please, please, please. You guys know what I can do. You guys know that I'm a passionate host about the Housewives. I've been doing this for a couple years now. The after shows are my thing, and now I'm doing It's Bravo, Bitch with Hollywood Leanne. So make sure to tell your friends, and make sure to tweet. Watch What Happens Live. Use the hashtag Leanne on Watch What Happens Live, Leanne on WWHL. We're not going to spell out Watch What Happens Live. We're just going to do WWHL. We want to get this trend happening. I want to be on Watch What Happens Live, so make sure to tweet Andy Cohen and let him know you want me to be a bartender, serving you drinks, getting you drunk every week.
You lean for president. Watch What Happens Live.
I'll see you later. Bye.
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 Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or